Assalamualaikum. In this video I will be performing my DLD Lab 8, which is implementation of half adder, half subtractor, full adder and full subtractor. So first of all, let's look at what a half adder is. So from the name we can understand that it's basically an adder, which means it performs the function of addition. So basically when two inputs are given to an adder, so in half adder two single bit inputs are given and they are added and we are given the output. So the output is 2 bit output whose least significant bit is known as sum and the most significant bit is known as carry. So here is a simple truth table of a half adder in which we have two inputs A and B and the output sum and carry. So we can say if the both inputs are 0, or obviously 0 plus 0, our output will be 0. And then when any one of the inputs A or B is 1 and the other input is 0, so we know that adding these both will give us 1. So to obtain 1 at the output, our least significant bit should be 1 and our most significant bit should be 0, which will result in 1. So we can see in the truth table here. And then when both the inputs are 1, which means 1 plus 1 is 2, so to get 2 at the output, we know that our most significant bit should be 1 and the least significant bit should be 0. So this is the truth table here. And then we have created here we can see a circuit here, a block, basically a logic diagram in which half adder is being implementation of a half adder is being shown. We come to this by resolving this truth table by K-maps and resolving the boolean expressions that we get. We come with this logic circuit of half adder. And this we know that NAND gates are universal gates. Any circuit can be created from just NAND gates. So we have also created a NAND combination here for the half adder. Now let me show you the implementation of this. So here you can see I have created the half adder here as shown in this logic circuit with one XOR gate and one AND gate. So you can see the inputs A and B and the outputs sum and carry, the XOR and the AND gates, and the push buttons to toggle the inputs, and the resistors to prevent the accumulation of charges on the gate pins. So now let's and here we can see that XOR gate is connected to the inputs A and B, and AND is also connected to the inputs A and B, and both and the XOR gives the output sum and the AND gives the output carry. And similarly we can see that the XOR gate is connected to this A and B, and then this AND gate is also connected to A and B, and at both the outputs we can see the LEDs which will show us the value of the sum and carry. So let's run this. So first of all, let's go to the condition 0 0 and we can see that the output is 0. Then let me make any one input high. So we can see that 1 plus 0 will give us 1 at the sum, which is the least significant bit. So we can see the output is 1. Then again 0 plus 1, output is 1. Now if I make both the inputs 1, so 1 plus 1 gives us 2. So 0 1, we know that 0 1 is equals to 2. So now let's move to now let me show you the NAND gate implementation of this. So here is the NAND gate implementation, in which again the AND gate implementation, in which I have just implemented this circuit here. So here is the circuit. Let's check this also. So it should also give us the same adder output. So we can see that 0 0 0 plus 0 output is 0, both the LEDs are off. 1 plus 0, which means 1 0, you can see that sum is 1 and carry is 0. So this is also output is total 1. Then again 0 plus 1 input was equals to output 1, and then 1 plus 1 which is equals to 2. So the output we can see is 0 1, which is equals to 2. Now moving towards the subtractor here. So here is the truth table for the subtractor. The similar concept, in the addition we are adding the inputs, in subtractor we will be subtracting the inputs. So same A and B, two single 1 bit inputs. This is a half subtractor, so single bit inputs A and B, and the output is difference and borrow. Difference is the least significant bit of the output, and borrow is the most significant bit of the output. So here in the first we can see when both the inputs are 0, so 0 minus 0 will give us 0, so I can see output is 0 0, and then 0 minus 1, so this should give us minus 1. So we can see that D is 1 and borrow is minus 1. So we can see that we know that when the last most significant bit is 1, so all the other output will be considered as negative. So we can see difference is 1, difference is the value 1, and borrow is representing the minus sign, negative sign. So answer is minus 1. Now when we subtract 1 minus 0, so answer will be 1. So we can see here the difference is 1, which means, and borrow is 0, so which means the output is positive 1. Similarly 1 minus 1 is 0, so output we can see is 0. So here is the basic logic circuit diagram of the half subtractor. The inputs A, B are connected to the XOR gate and to the AND gate, in which the NOT of A is connected to the input of the AND gate, and the two outputs difference and borrow. So let me show you the implementation of this. So this is the implementation of the half subtractor. So you can see XOR gate connected to A and B, and the AND gate connected to NOT of A and B. So let's run this. We can see that when both the inputs are 0 0, output is 0. When A is 1, B is 0, so 1 minus 0 is 1, so difference is so the output is 1. Then if I change the inputs, then we can see 0 minus 1 gives us 1 is the value here of the difference, and borrow represents the minus sign. And if I change the input to 1 1, which is 1 minus 1, so the output we can see is 0. Now let me show the NAND gate implementation of this. So now let's look at its results also. So 0 0 0 minus 0, we can see 0, 1 minus 0 1, 0 minus 1 minus 1, and 1 minus 1 we can see 0. So was the half subtractor NAND gate implementation. Now let's move towards the full adders. And So now looking at the truth table of a full adder, you can see there are three inputs here this time, A and B as we had previously, and now a new input which is C in. This is basically the C out of any previous adder which is connected to this, because we can connect adders in series and to get to perform addition of multiple bits. Okay, so if we look at again, we have output 2-bit output. We need only 2-bit output again, because if we see that if A, B and C, all the inputs are high, so we'll have the output 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3, which can be accumulated by the 2-bit output, as 2-bit output has can give us a value of maximum 3. So here we can see that when both the inputs, all the inputs all the three inputs are 0, the output is 0. Then if carry in is 1, so 0 plus 0 plus 1 is 1, so we can see the least significant bit sum is 1 and carry out is 0, so this output is also 1. Here again 0 plus 1 plus 0 is 1, so we can see here at the output 1. Then 0 plus 1 plus 1, which is 2, so we can see that 0 1, which is equals to 2, which is the corresponding value of 2. Then 1 0 0, so 1 will be the output, 1 plus 0 plus 0, so 1. Here we can see at the output again 1 plus 0 plus 1 is 2, so 0 1 at the output. And then 1 plus 1 plus 0 is again 2, so 0 1 at the output, and 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3, so the 3 is at the output. So here is the logic circuit of a full adder. We have 2 XOR gates, 2 AND gates and 1 OR gates, 2 outputs sum and carry out, 2 inputs A and B, and the third input carry in. So here let me show you its implementation. So here we can see the I open the half adder. Let me So here you can see the full added implementation on Proteus. There are 3 inputs A, B and carry in, the 2 outputs sum and carry out, and then 2 XOR gates and the 2 AND gates and the 1 OR gate, push buttons to toggle between the inputs, and the resistors to prevent the charge accumulation on the gate pins. So now let's run this and see our outputs. So at 0 0 0 we can see the output is 0. If I put any bit, give any one input 1, we can see the output is sum is only 1, the output is only 1. Then let's make 2 inputs 1, we can see that output is 0 1, which is equals to 2. Let me switch between any. Again we can see the output is 2, and again we can see the output is 2. Now when all the 3 inputs are 1, we can see the output is 3. Now let me show you the NAND implementation of this. So this is the circuit of the NAND implementation. So I have just implemented this whole circuit here. So let me run this and show you. So all the inputs 0, output is 0. Any one of the inputs is 1. We can see that the sum, this time the sum is this LED, so 1 0, you can see here, again 1 0, and again 1 0. Now you can see two inputs are 1, so 1 plus 1 2, so 0 1. You can see the output is 2, again 2, again 2, and for when all the inputs are 1, output is 3, and we can see that 1 1, which is equals to the corresponding value of 3. So now let's move towards the full subtractor. Okay, so now looking at the truth table of the full subtractor, we have three inputs, A, B, and borrow in, which is basically the borrow out of any previous adder, and two outputs, difference and borrow out. So in the first row we can see inputs are 0 0 0. So first of all, when A minus B, so which is 0 minus 0, will be resulting in 0, and then 0 B minus borrow, and then the resultant of this will be subtracted, and from the resultant of this borrow in will be subtracted, so 0 minus 0 will also result in 0, so output we can see is 0 0. Now in the second row we can see A, again A minus B will give us 0, and then we will do 0 minus 1 of the borrow in, so we can see that we cannot 0 minus 1, so we will have to borrow it from the next term, so our borrow out will become 1, and this 1 will come with the resultant of the A minus B, so which was 0, so 1, it will become 1 0, which is equivalent to 2, and 2 minus 1 will result in 1, so our difference will be 1. Again in the third row we can also see the same thing. A minus B is 0 minus 1, so this cannot, we have to take a borrow from the next stage, so the borrow out becomes 1, which makes the A 1 0, which is equal to 2, so 2 minus 1 gives us 1, so the resultant of A minus B is 1, and then 1 minus borrow in will be 1, so difference is, we can see, 1. Then here we can see again A minus B is 0 minus 1, so 1 will be borrowed here, so borrow out will become 1, and A will become 1 0, which will make A 2. 2 minus 1 will give us 1, and 1 minus borrow in, which is 1 minus 1, is equals to 0, so difference we can see is 0. So similarly, and this one 1 minus 0 gives us 1, A minus B gives us 1, and 1 minus borrow in gives us 1, so 1 0 is the output. Again here 1 minus 0 gives us 1, and then 1 minus 1 gives us 0, so output is 0. 1 minus 1 is equals to, again here is 0, 0 minus 0, we can see output is 0. And when we come here, 1 minus 1, which is A minus B, is equals to 0, and then 0 minus 1, so we will need a borrow, so borrow out becomes 1, and the resultant of A minus B, which is 0, becomes 1 0, which is equal to 2, and 2 minus borrow in, which is 2 minus 1, equals to 1, so output is 1 1. So and here is the logic circuit for the full subtractor. So I have implemented this here, and let's see our results. So I have all the push buttons, the sources, borrow in, A and B, all three inputs, two outputs, difference and borrow out, and we can see here we have two XOR gates, two AND gates, two NOT gates, and one OR gates, and I have connected them in the same manner. Here we can see two XOR gates, two AND gates, two NOT gates, and one OR gate. So let's run this and check the results. So at 0 0 0 we can see these are all. So at 0 1 0, which means borrow in is 0, B is 1, and A is 0, we can see the output we had 1 1, which is we can see here. And then let's check this condition. A is 1 and B and borrow in are 0, so A is 1 and B and borrow in are 0, so we can see that difference is 1 and borrow out is 0, so we can see difference is 1 and borrow out is 0. Let's try this condition 1 1 1. So all the inputs are high, and we can see that the output is 1 1, which is also here in the truth table. Now let's look at the NAND implementation using the only NAND gates. So our results should verify the truth table and should be same as the previous one, which So here this one first is input is A, second is B, and the third one is borrow in. So so let's first make all of them 0 0 0. We can see the output is 0. When A is 1, answer should be difference 1, and borrow should be 0. We can see here this one is difference here, and the borrow is this one. So and when we go for all the inputs 1, both the lights should be on, and we can see that both the borrow and difference are on. When when borrow or B will be on, both the lights should also be on. We can see that here again. Let's check this condition again. We can see both the lights are on. So we can see that we have correctly created this NAND implementation, correctly implement the NAND circuit also. So this was all from this lab. We looked at full adders, half adders, half subtractors, and full subtractors, and looked the NAND implementation, all of them. We saw how the truth tables work, and we saw how the truth tables work, and we created circuits using them. So that's it from this lab. Allah Hafiz.